Hi friends, today we have October's calendar page that we have to do. Doing this collaboration with Nikki Parr and Ann Williamson, and we are doing My Colorful Life, and we are repurposing um, last year's calendar, old recycled calendar, something you even have lying around from the mail or whatever, but it's a calendar. And today's colors for this month, and we are a little bit behind. We're running a little bit behind because it's the end of the month, but it's still October, and it doesn't matter if you catch up on your work later or whatever, but it's just the fun part of it. So the colors that were chosen were gold and silver, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to just use just random colors of junk papers today. Usually I try to keep in with the colors just for fun, but because I need to get rid of all those papers and go through them, I'm going to be just putting random papers and covering up the colors that I have. I'm going to be using regular glue, and I got my silver color. Actually, the name of the color is tin, but it's silver looking. It's the closest to silver I have, and then my gold, my metallic, my elegant finish gold from DecoArts, and these are both paints from DecoArts, and I gotta do that. So here I start. So far, I'm going to throw on maybe some gesso and some spots. I think I'll just use a palette knife because my gesso is pretty thick. I didn't dry the paint yet, or the glue yet, so I'm just going to try to put some of this color in the background. Like I said, usually I use just the colors in there, even for the background pieces. Try to find some scraps I have. I did have some gold here. Now it looks just like brown paper, but we'll see how it turns out. I'm just using random scraps, not even caring what colors they are. So that's my goal. I'm trying to make it as flat as possible because I do have it in the calendar, but and I gotta keep churning over my pages, so I don't want to make it too much too thick or anything. So here I am just trying to pull back some of that color that I have in the background, but I will have a lot of paint on here anyways. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet because I haven't made a choice of what I'm going to be doing. But because I don't want to use like the drying time and then go over all this, I'm just using it. Also helps mix in my gesso a little bit better. Just going all over this as the glue's still wet anyway. And that's that. So I got that done. Put more water in my tin for my brushes and other tools. I'm getting all messed up, and now I'm going to dry this. Not quite dry, but grab. I got to figure out what I want to do for this guy. I was thinking maybe an owl. I've just kind of been thinking that because I am going to be painting a class with owls, so maybe we'll do an owl. And see, I have an example of an owl in my mind that I wanted to do for my class, so we could do that. Paint us an owl, because I think that would be super cute. We could do a couple of owls. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my little... The challenge here is getting a really nice owl looking owl, of course, and we can use black and white for this project as well. So my challenge is getting a nice looking owl using those colors. See, this is tin, but it's my closest to silver as I'm going to get. Now I have some black, and do I have anything to paint on? I'll just use a piece of paper here, scrap paper, to put some paint on my project. So I don't need too much. What I want to do is do my outline. So what I'm going to do is have some of this is going to get painted over, maybe. Really rough sketch with my paintbrush. Very super rough, as you can see. Super rough. And then I'm going to have, oops, where'd it go? I have a little owl here. Maybe it'll be mostly his face. Mostly his face, that's there. Abstract owl type. I should have made his little eyes a little rounder, which I could do. And when you're playing like this, guys, there's no right or wrong. It's just having fun. And I could always go over some stuff where my lines are too thick. Obviously, my lines are way too thick here, but that's okay. So I'm just kind of making a little bit of an owl shape. And that's pretty much all for the black, I think I'm going to do. I'm going to dry this up. Or drying this guy, I mean. I kind of thought about maybe painting with my palette knife. So what I'm going to do is do that. I'm going to try to paint with my palette knife and see how that goes. I've done it before, and something new, something I haven't done in a while. So I used my paintbrush basically as a, oh, it's still not dry, as a pencil to sketch. So see how well I can sort of paint with this, this palette knife. So I'm just going to correct my lines because I made horrible lines here, but that's okay. Of course, there's lots of black because I didn't wait for it to dry correctly. Here we go. So now I'm just going to play with my palette knife with my leftover, whatever leftover gesso is here. Not much. Lots of stuff here is still wet and getting everywhere, but that's okay. Sometimes I find that when I do it this way, I find that I'm enjoying myself a little bit better just because things are smoothly mixing in. It's an abstract way of playing with things. So. And I'm going to use this black and white to get a lot of texture in his face and feathers because I can't add any other colors to make this owl. So that's all good that I'm actually smearing the black and using the white in this way, the gesso. Okay, I'm liking that. So his face will have a lot of this gray that I want to keep on there. That's good. And now I'm going to go in with some gold, just throw it in there. Probably see if it's even dark enough. This is just basically an experiment for me. See if I can do this with these colors. The metallics are very transparent, so they're not like thick like other paint. So we'll see how that works. I think I'm gonna use, oops, there's my dog's barking. I think I'm gonna use yellow on some of his eyes, because I don't think that his eyes will stand up enough. I don't think his eyes will stand up enough to do gold. Now, silver. This is tin. I'm using that. I'm not sure how this is turning out because he's pretty light. My owl. Very abstract right now. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with a little brush. We're going to find a little brush like this. I'm going to get some yellow. I got paint. I got gesso on me. And I'm going to go in with the yellow as my really bright gold. I might have to actually dry his eyes a bit. Yep, I'm going to dry his eyes a bit. Alright, so I did dry his eyes. I am going to be going in with the yellow. I'm using that as a tone of gold. Maybe a bit of a cheat. We'll see what the ladies say. So I'm going to have the links below of Nikki Parr and Ann Williamson. Their links as we're doing the collaboration for the whole year here. And I believe I'll have the link as well below of Ann Williamson's Facebook group for crafting, and our Facebook group for crafting, mine and Nikki's. So we'll have the links below. Annalisa Mixed Media of Everything is Ann Williamson's group, and mine and Nikki's is International Crafters. So that's our groups. Okay, so I'm going to throw a little bit of yellow down here. I don't know, maybe a few colors here and there, but not too much. This is really, just want to throw in some really good yellow and try to figure out what to do. I kind of made his eyes a little wonky shape, so I can fix that. There. Water. And the lid. So I'm going to blow dry this. Oops. For a second here. It shouldn't take too long. Fix up my lines for my bird's eye. There we go. He is a bird, a scary bird. So what I'm going to do now is kind of make it like, I don't know, this brow kind of comes out, but I'm not sure if you're going to see that. I'm just not getting the 3D vibe that I had. But I'm going to make it like a bit shadowy up here. Playing around with it. Looks a little owie-esque now. And maybe a little bit of gray and black or silver for the tops of the eye here and make it shaded a bit. Do the same for this eye. Make a bit of an iris. Make his eye kind of happen in there. My owl's like, this is crazy. Anyways, a little silver. Try to keep some of those colors that I was supposed to keep in there. I think I'm going to grab a tad of yellow again because to separate his, put it right here. I'm grabbing it from the bottle just to put a little bit of a nose bridge or something here. Make it a bit 3D. It comes off really wonky at first, right? And then it kind of grows on you. Basically, that's how all art is. It comes off, starts off really wonky and then grows on you. Yeah, the gold is really hard. I'd like to see what the ladies have done with theirs because they're probably way more amazing. I'm gonna grab, because it's, like I said, doesn't cover very well. Maybe I should have just put gold and silver background like I usually do with the main colors. But hey, I thought I'd do something different, of course. So I think I'm going to throw in a little bit of that yellowy gold here. So I'm mixing it together. It looks greeny. Well, it looks gray. It doesn't look like a great yellow, but it works. It works. And we'll do a little bit of a color here. Gotta get his eyes going, right? There we go. A little bit more, better abstract, realistic-y. There's no word like that, but you know what I mean. Make them a little bit more. You can make out the owl right away, kind of thing, not wonder what those eyes are floating there for. Okay. I'm going to use a little bit of the gray that's on here, the metallic. Silver. Metallic's actually tin, but that's all I had. I don't want to wreck my paint, so I'm trying to pull it off and put it in the onto the paper. So normally here I think I would want to add it more feathery or colory, so maybe I could add some more white. I need to kind of separate the I'm going to put a little bit black here. Separate the just to give some shape, because it just looks like just the whole page is owl. It's not really the whole page. It's just, so I'll give it some background. I guess that's what it's going to be. Plumage. So I'm going to probably do some white for the plumage a little bit. Maybe I'll add a little bit of the silver to the black. I don't want to go down too far. But this is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah. Maybe I'll play with it a little bit more and speed through it so it's not such a long video. Use my palette knife. I guess I said I was going to paint this with palette knife. I'm using my palette knife a lot. How about that? I'm not going to really be able to get away with painting everything that I want. I don't know. I'm just kind of going with the flow. I'm not really limiting myself. So I'm going to put a few. I want to make a few feathers or something that looks like feathers. maybe. I don't know. It's probably just looking like, well, it's whatever. It's supposed to look kind of like feathers, but I'm putting some white anyways. A little bit more of the white popping out, I suppose. And I think that this will be about it for this abstract owl. I do want to get some nice old paint. Gotta use up all our old paint. I want to get some nice streaks coming out of it. Oh boy. And there's a drop of paint. Nice streaks coming out of his face. Too white. The direction of his feathers. And I think that's about that for him. I'm going to dry him up. And I think that's pretty much where I'm going to be able to go with him. With this color palette, it's really hard to go too crazy. And I just want to get a little bit of a make sure his head pops a little bit up. It's kind of hard with all these blendy colors. There we go. I think this owl is really cute. I hope you guys like it. I'm going to go a little bit more on his nose, his beak. I use up what I have here. Oh, and I do need to kind of brighten up his eyes a bit, so I think I'll use my end of my brush to make a, if I have enough white here, let's go in my bottle, to make a pupil or a white spot, a bright light of life. I pushed too hard on that one. Now, I think I'll just grab rinse my brush out, grab a little bit of white, and just kind of make his eyes have a little bit of white in there. And that's about that. I think he's cute. I hope you guys like him. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And yeah, check out Nikki Parr's and Ann Williamson's links I'm going to have below for what they have created for this month's color choice. I believe Nikki picked this month. And I'm a person that loves gold, but this one was actually hard because gold is so thin. It doesn't want to have that great coverage that other opaque paints do. So a little bit of a challenge, but that's the whole point. So I think I'm pretty much done. Thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to craft like a duck. Talk to you all soon. Bye. There we go. I think that for this guy, just because he was looking really great, but I think I'm going to add some scribbles on him just to add a little bit more texture or something. I'm going to do that with my, and it's very wet, so I'm probably ruining my pen. I'm going to do that with my pen here. I was going to look at my fine liner. Maybe I could do it with my fine liner. Actually, I'll use some ink here. Let's go crazy. I'm just adding a little bit. I know the guide I said bye, but I'm going to use some ink. off of here. I was going to use my fine liner. And I'm just going to do some doodles with my dripper. And enjoy that. I think that's kind of unique. Let's see here. Get some of my paste off there that I have, the gesso. I don't want too much, but why not? Live on the wild side. There we go. Different mediums are really fun. There we go. I think he's done now. I just wanted to get a little bit of darkness on here. And there we go. Again, I will now say bye and talk to you guys all soon. Bye for now.